Almost a decade of consuming content on YouTube, summarized in 20 minutes. I promise that after this video, you will get the knowledge that I got of almost a decade of consuming content. And it goes through various subjects, of which I will uncover. So the way that I'm going to do it, I'm going to tell you the stories, I'm going to give you the lessons, and then I'm going to add secrets of mine. The thing is, I've been literally learning on YouTube for the past decade. And the thing is, more important, I was studying on different things on different stages. So whether that be in business, psychology, being a college student, or being a content creator, and all of this other stuff too. I'm gonna say which ones that I actually think that are more important and actually worth learning, and the stuff that always just are a waste of time and I recommend to do other stuff. Okay. So at the beginning of my content creator or like my content consumption I was 14 and stuff like that. I was only watching DIY videos. DIY videos all the time, that's all what I was doing. So the thing is, those were really informative because I was watching and doing, and it's kind of like also was activating my imagination a little bit. So it was like, oh, you can do that. Damn. But yeah, most of the time I was really like watching and also like doing what I was watching at the same time. So that was pretty good. I did that for, I don't know, like a year, probably something like that. Then I discovered other stuff. The next stage that I went through was actually just all entertainment. I got into the gaming side of YouTube, the entertainment side, the vlog side, that era. It was pretty all that. And it really was like excited and it was influenced and it was inspired by this content back then that I really like wanted to create. I was creating that content too. But the thing is, like, yeah, did I learn from anything from those? Nothing. But there's one thing that I learned is like you have to be confident to succeed, and it comes with downwards and people might hate you for fame. Yeah, that's it. Probably you should ask ChatGPT and it will tell you that. So really I didn't learn a lot in that area. So there's a reason why everybody said they shouldn't watch what I was watching. Now the second area after that, I was really learning a lot. I was learning a lot like about school, but a little bit. Or like edutainment, which is like education/entertainment. So you are getting educated but also in an entertaining way. Yeah, whatever. So then I got into the, like after the entertainment phase, I got into the editing phase. So I figured out that for me as a content creator, I had to actually learn about like content creation, on how to create content and also how to edit, most importantly, because like my brother bought me a computer 2018. I was like, all right, now I have to learn how to use a computer. So I did that. I was learning all programs like Photoshop, Premiere Pro, stuff like that. Getting my skills in. I would say like 2020, it was the year when I was like, all right, I know, like I can do whatever it is that I want with like Adobe Premiere Pro and stuff like that. It's like 2021, I was ready to go all in with content creation. And that's really like when I started actually like my brand WhiTeeee, about like 6 months in. However, in terms of my consumption, it was actually really all about content creation. It was really about like how to film, how to create, how to script, how to. I would say that most of them were unuseful, being honest. Like what, 60%, 70%, probably 90% were unuseful. I could have just learned if I did it myself, and it would be way better. Like if I go back, I would say just don't watch those videos and put in more, like get the stuff done, like make 100 videos, stuff like that. You'll learn way more by doing that than actually just watching a random YouTube video of someone literally telling you what you can learn yourself. So, which was that. Other than that, it was actually also, so at first I was not consuming content in English. I was consuming content mainly in Arabic. Then I started also, like very early on actually, I started also consuming content, like gradually I would say, in English. So Logan Paul, Kaliwa Casa, Mr. Beast, stuff like that. It's like the gang, if you know what I mean. So it was really like binge watched a lot of stuff like that because I really wanted to become a content creator, and I understand like I have to consume the content from the best content creators. Now looking back, I would say that was not really necessary for me. Like I don't know. I wouldn't regret it, but I would say that, yeah, it got me into like, you know, you can get a little bit dependent on like dopamine hits that you get from all the good videos, especially when it comes to entertainment, because entertainments are not only like you will learn, but also like you will get entertained. Yeah, that's what I think. So other than that, well, really like you go through that, you watch all the videos, you learn all the stuff, you learn how they talk, you know, vlogging, you learn like their opinions and stuff like that. That was my phase. Then I got into the other phase, which is like Mr. Beast learning era. I was learning from Mr. Beast a lot. I said, look, he's the greatest creator on earth. Probably should learn from him. I was making videos like him at the time. Kilo Wakasa too, literally got inspired by him. Like I was watching that guy for a long time. You know, also like discovered other creators like Eric and stuff like that. But I would say like if I go back, I would watch, but I wouldn't watch like I would prefer if I just shut up, not watch any of them, and just made 1,000 videos instead on YouTube. I would learn way more. And the thing is, I have my own statistics, and I know I can do it. And I have momentum. So by consuming that content, for sure it's good. Like you can learn some stuff here and there, like you understand like their languages, how they speak and stuff. But I would say like, all right, so you stop, let's say, consuming that content for 1 month, 2 months. What happens? You have to go back to really like know and stuff. That's not really reliable. So really what you want to do is actually like be consistent, upload so much volume so you can actually learn from that based on the statistics that you will get. So there's that. Then I got into the learning paralysis. They saw it. It's called the analysis paralysis. I would call it the learning paralysis. I was just analyzing and learn. I was not analyzing shit. I was just learning about how Mr. Beast makes videos, watching all the podcasts, Colin and Samir bullshit. It's like bullshit. It's all of it's bullshit. Sure, whatever. It can give you one thing. I don't think it will really like help. Other than just give you, it's really entertainment too. Like all of those videos, I got one quote that really like I implemented, which is make 100 videos. Which is like, this is why I don't like those anymore. Like I don't watch podcasts. Very rarely watch podcasts. Like if it's Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, probably I'll give it a shot. But like other than that, no. And yeah, no. And like I watched Joe Rogan and Elon Musk while reading Elon Musk's book. I was like, I'm gonna see if like there's something. It's like if whatever, I don't know. It does make sense. But the thing is like other than that, I wouldn't necessarily go back. So like all of the content that I watched in almost a decade, I think like 95% of it, which was completely useless. There's like 5% that was useful. As an example, there's this channel. It's called Dialer. So this channel, this guy, his name is Dialer. His name is not Dialer, like real name, but he calls himself Dialer. He was one of the biggest content creators, like in 2017. That guy really inspired me to create content. It's like one of those guys. You understand? It's like that. For me, like his videos, I don't see them as a loss. Even that it was entertainment and I watched them. Like until now, like I really do. I don't watch him. Whatever. I subscribe and I follow him, but I just don't watch him anymore. But the thing is, I don't account them as a loss because simply I learned from him. He was like 14 making millions of dollars or stuff like that. It makes all the sense. Like, especially I like the difference of ages. It was not, too big of a difference of ages. So yeah, I wouldn't call that as a loss, but definitely there was losing a lot of time. Like fanning, whatever that is. But yeah, it was an awesome experience. I'll say like also like other stuff that I didn't regret. It was this year's content. Like this year's content, all what I consumed is 2 things or 3. I consumed Andrew Tate's content. It's pretty good. I consumed Alex Hermos's content. It's pretty good too. I consumed Iman Ghazi's content. 3 people, that's it. And I'm not addicted. I cut social media, everything for like 9 months. So, and let alone I'm a content creator. But the thing is, like, I don't think that everything on social media is actually informative and actually helpful. So we have to be tricky. But also there's the other stuff of like entertainment. It's like, it's like football. There's billions of people watching football. It's not helpful in any way, shape, or form. I don't watch football. But the thing, or soccer, whatever. It's like, so yeah. It's literally what I think. It's like, if I have to go back and do this all again, I'll really not watch YouTube at all. I would just focus on creating content. Like, make 100 videos a year, a month, I don't care. And just do that and just learn and just, get stuff done and do it again and again and again. It's like, just do more, better, new. So like you do more of that thing. So you do like 100, that's more. When you're like, dude, I can't do anymore, you do better. So you try to make your videos better. When you're like, dude, I can't make any better, you go back to do more. When you're like, I can't do more and I can't do better, you do something new. So like you choose another platform, whatever. I'd really just do that on repeat for a decade. Will not change a single thing. I wouldn't change a single thing, and it will never stop. Like, never, ever stop. Whatever it is that's happening, just don't stop. Because I like think about it this way: is like, if there is 100 people on a race, and there's like stops in the way. So at every stop, some people will stop. There, stop. So don't think about it as like an excuse, but think about it as a good thing. If you're going through it, you're like, dude, it's pretty hard, and that's why it's good. It means that more people are gonna give up here. Like, good luck. You understand? It's like a different way to really think about it, because you don't want to be just you don't want to be normal, dude. Like all right. Oh, whoa, dude. Where I'm going here, dude. I'm not going to speak about that, but you don't want to be normal. You want to be exceptional, and to be exceptional, you have to be the exception. So if you have to be fine with being the exception. But also, like, at the same time, like, I would say at the same time, when consuming content, you have to be a little bit smart, because you have to know that also that affects you too. People say that you're the sum of the closest 5 people to you. I say that also you're the sum of the closest, like the most 5 content creators that you spend time with or watching. Because people are spending like 4 hours a day on content creating, or like content consuming. Some people more, some people less. So yeah, of course they're gonna get influenced by the people. That's why you see like teenagers right now, like childs, unable to form a sentence, or more than that, they're just weird. They act different, and you're like, are you streaming? Are you doing something? Because this is not normal at all. it's not normal to use these words or just stop in silent, because in their minds there is those edits they see on the internet. People say in silence, and people edit those videos and they add music, and here's what's going on inside my head. Nobody's doing that shit. So you don't want to be that. You want to be like someone who's productive. But being productive is not busy. It's like productive is being like you have to actually produce. You have to actually solve problems. You have to do like, what's the hardest problem that I have? That's what I have to do. What's something that stayed the longest on my to-do list? That's what I'm gonna start with. And kind of like the list goes on and on and on, for infinity, you know. But I would say like content consumption is pretty tricky. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I consume content. You know, I had this streak this month. You know, I had the 2 milestones. Every milestone is 2 weeks time period, and those 2 milestones definitely like challenged me. And you know, like after 3 weeks, so I still didn't finish both of them. No, one of them was done in time. One of them was not still yet done. I felt, and because like, so this is the past week basically. I had 2 exams, and I had that. I just got like doing 5 things, and you had also like stuff that I do, like paperwork and stuff like that. So I wanted to really like consume content and kind of like refresh my mind. Even like when I was filming videos, I felt that I didn't have anything to say. You know, it doesn't happen very often, but like when you really like squeeze, you're like, oh dude, it's like you have to just do nothing for a day. And you do nothing and you just come back normal. And also this is also like related to nutrition, related to like is your house clean and stuff like that. So those are always like you know, help build or break whatever it is that you want to build. So we want to also be aware of this size as well. I would say another thing too, when it comes to content consumption, is the type of people. I've heard a lot of people saying that I just like want to enjoy myself watching content. Just don't do that. You know, it's like enjoying yourself watching content is really not enjoying yourself. You want to enjoy yourself with like going to vacation. You want to go to, you know, you want to go to this country that you want to go to. You want to have $1 billion in your bank account. You know what I mean? You have to take care. You want to take care of your entire family. Never let them think about money again. Yeah, you want to have, you know, a company that is so successful and you built it. You want to have your team that are loyal, specified knowledge, awesome, right? It's like the thing is, that's what you really want. Like enjoying yourself is not watching content creation. It's really not. Like it's like making yourself not bored. So you don't think about what you really like, what is enjoying yourself. Enjoying yourself is going to the Maldives, dude. And just be in the beach and just look at the sky or whatever. Drink a coconut. Some stuff that you'll never do is do that. Go look at the sunset or like the sunshine in some mountain, and you're really comfortable and it's beautiful, and you drink or just smell coffee. So good. That's enjoying yourself. Not watching social media under your blanket. Yeah, probably not good sentence, especially that I have a blanket over me, but you got the point. It's like really watching social media under a blanket or anything is like not enjoying oneself. I say it's more of a distraction, and that's it. I really keep an eye on what do I consume, and if I consume, I write down like what is the reason. So as an example, like the other week I realized that when I have a decision to make and I have no clue about which one is right, so I have no data, no statistics, never done that before, stuff like that, I tend to don't make the decision and go consume social media. And I remember like one day later, like a few hours later, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna write down what got me to consume social media, because you have to understand this, like what's happening. And I wrote down, I said, well, this is what it is. What's the solution? Because like I don't know how to I wrote down that, well, whenever I have a decision to make that I have zero statistics on, zero data, so like I don't know, like how will I know which one is best? And it's not irreversible. So no, it is reversible. So it's not irreversible. It is reversible. Take the brave choice. So you eliminate the emotion of fear, and usually it's pretty like a very good process that you do. And it's sad, like I never had that since then. It's like never had that situation. So yeah, as I told you, this is really like a summary of all what I learned of almost a decade now of creating content, of all the different fields. And now you have good ideas, like what do you want, what content do you want to consume? Do you want to do like me? Do you want to stop consuming some content? I wouldn't actually recommend. Like probably like watch content that is so valuable that you would watch actually in real life. And you can take action, like I'm gonna watch something that I can literally do right now. That's what I would do. So this is what you've seen right here. You can literally do it right now without the need of any external thing. It's like other addition. And what you've seen here you can never unseen. So you might as well subscribe.